Hello, this is Sarah Kay, and welcome to this Croner eCPD module. The VAT rules concerning face value vouchers changed on 1st of January this year. This module will enable you to understand the VAT implications of the sale of face value vouchers under the old and the new rules. Please note, we will not be covering other types of voucher or the issues which arise when vouchers are given away. First, we must define what we mean by a face value voucher. A face value voucher is a voucher, token or stamp in either physical or electronic form that can be redeemed for goods or services to that face value. Examples include book tokens, gift vouchers, phone cards and electronic top-up cards. Vouchers issued on or after 1st of January 2019 fall into two categories. They are either single-purpose vouchers, which can be redeemed for goods and services with a single liability, or they are multi-purpose vouchers, which can be redeemed for goods and services of different liabilities. The key distinction, of course, is that for single-purpose vouchers, it is always known how much of the face value will be VAT, whereas, because it is not known what a multi-purpose voucher will be exchanged for, the amount of VAT due is not known until the voucher is redeemed. Single-purpose vouchers are very straightforward, and their treatment is unchanged under the new rules. Such vouchers are taxed according to the VAT liability of the redemption goods and services at every stage of the supply chain. Thus, VAT is due on their issue and any resale by an intermediary supplier, based upon the payment made for the voucher. Because VAT is accounted for when the voucher is issued and on any subsequent resale, no VAT is due when the voucher is redeemed. To see how this operates in practice, let us take the example of a UK games provider issuing a £30 voucher. In our example, the voucher is sold to a distributor for £24. Thus, the UK provider pays £4 of VAT when the voucher is issued. When the distributor sells the voucher to a consumer for £30, he pays a net additional £1 of VAT to HMRC. This is because £5 of output VAT is due on the sale of the voucher, but he can recover £4 of input tax paid when he bought it. When the consumer redeems the voucher, no additional VAT is due from the games provider. In contrast, under the new rules, no VAT is due when a multi-purpose voucher is issued or subsequently bought and sold. VAT is only due when the voucher is redeemed based upon the liability of the redemption goods or services. As an example of a multi-purpose voucher, let us take a cinema chain which issues vouchers which can be exchanged for standard rated cinema tickets or zero rated popcorn. The chain issues £15 vouchers which it sells to a distributor. No VAT is due at this point, and VAT is not due when the distributor sells the voucher for £15 to a consumer. When the voucher is redeemed by the consumer, VAT is due according to the liability of the items purchased. In the example on the slide, £12 is spent on a cinema ticket and £3 on popcorn, so on redemption the cinema must account for £2 of VAT. The VAT treatment of vouchers before 1st of January was more complicated, as there were four categories of voucher. First, single-purpose vouchers. As they are now, such vouchers were taxed according to the liability of the underlying goods and services. What are now referred to as multi-purpose vouchers fell into three categories. There were retailer vouchers, which are vouchers issued and redeemed by the same person, credit vouchers, which are issued and redeemed by different people, and finally, other vouchers, which includes anything not caught by one of the other categories. Other vouchers are relatively uncommon and are taxed at the standard rate of VAT at every stage of the supply chain, just like single-purpose vouchers, which can be redeemed for standard rated goods. Retailer vouchers are the most complicated voucher. No VAT is due when the voucher is issued by the retailer, but the retailer only accounts for VAT when the voucher is redeemed. If the voucher is sold to a distributor, the distributor accounts for VAT on the voucher's sale, and can recover VAT incurred on the purchase of the voucher, even though the retailer does not account for VAT on its sale. To see how this works in practice, there is an example on the slide. So, a retailer sells a voucher for £24 to a distributor, who will sell it for its face value of £30. The retailer gives the distributor a VAT invoice for £20 plus £4 VAT, which the distributor can recover as input tax, but is not payable by the retailer. When the distributor sells the voucher for £30, he pays £5 as output tax. When the consumer redeems the voucher, the retailer accounts for VAT due on the amounts received from the distributor. For simplicity, the previous example treated the retailer voucher as wholly standard rated. In reality, most retailer vouchers can be redeemed for goods and services with a mixture of liabilities. To avoid over or underpaying VAT, retailers can agree an estimated VAT rate for their vouchers based upon their overall sales. This composite rate can be used by retailers and any intermediary distributors. Clearly, retailers operating a voucher scheme such as this may need sophisticated IT systems to keep track of voucher transactions. Finally, in this section, we come to credit vouchers. Credit vouchers are issued and redeemed by different parties. Their treatment is similar to the new multi-purpose voucher treatment. VAT is not due on their issue or subsequent resale. VAT is due when the voucher is redeemed based upon its face value, unless a discounted sales price can be evidenced. Here we have an example of a credit voucher. A trade association issues vouchers which can be redeemed for standard rated or zero rated goods. The association sells £30 vouchers to a distributor for £20, and the distributor sells them to consumers for £30. No VAT is due on either transaction. When the vouchers are redeemed, the retailer accounts for VAT based upon the liability of the redemption goods. In the example on the slide, £4 of VAT is due at this point. The retailer will receive the agreed value of the voucher from the trade association. Face value vouchers and the 1 January changes are less complex than they first appear. For single-purpose vouchers, their treatment is unchanged. Both before and after January the 1st, they are taxed on issue and subsequent resale, but not on redemption. Multi-purpose vouchers are taxed on redemption, and this is a change for retailer vouchers, but not for credit vouchers. The VAT treatment of other vouchers has also changed, although the move to taxing them on a redemption rather than issue will be significant for affected businesses. These vouchers are relatively uncommon. VAT accounting when retailer vouchers are issued and redeemed by the retailer without any intermediaries being involved is unchanged under the new rules. Both pre and post 1 January, VAT is due on redemption, not issue, of such vouchers. However, where vouchers are bought and sold by intermediaries, a significant change has taken place. Under the old rules, the intermediary had to account for VAT, and because of this, when the voucher was redeemed, the retailer only accounted for VAT based upon the price paid to it by the intermediary. Under the new rules, intermediaries do not need to account for VAT on sale, and the retailer accounts for VAT based upon the face value of the voucher. Retailers and intermediaries may find keeping track of their vouchers issued before and after 1st of January to be a significant challenge. The key things to remember from this module are that face value vouchers are physical or electronic documents that can be exchanged for goods or services to a set monetary value. From 1st of January 2019, there are only 2 categories of voucher: single-purpose vouchers, which are taxed on issue and subsequent resale, and multi-purpose vouchers, which are taxed on redemption. Before 1st of January 2019, single-purpose vouchers had the same treatment, but most multi-purpose vouchers were either retail vouchers, which were taxed on resale and redemption, and credit vouchers, which were only taxed on redemption. It is retailer vouchers bought and sold via intermediaries which will be most affected by the change. I trust you have found this module on VAT and face value vouchers informative. Please exit this activity and click Launch Quiz to complete the quiz. Once you have completed the quiz, you will be able to print out your personal certificate. The module homepage also contains a link to the notes that accompany this module and to further resources available to you from Croner, including our in-depth commentary. Goodbye, and thank you for using Croner eCPD.
For further information and to view the full range of Croner eCPD modules, visit our website at croner.co.uk.